Okay, so we're live. I've just come off stream on Twitch from playing Minecraft for about 3 hours, and I thought I've just sort of come across the fact that people, like a lot of people who host Minecraft servers, want them to be like pitch perfect, right? And Pterodactyl is a great place to start. You can apply themes to your Pterodactyl panel, make it look really nice. Or you could do... That was a voice crack, sorry. Or you could go the other route and actually build your own client area and Pterodactyl panel, meaning that there is a client area and a game panel. So you've got your hosting panel and then your billing panel, which is not operated by something like WHMCS or something like that. Whereas you'd usually host it like that, just for reasons. But I thought today we'd have a bit of a look at... Oops. We'd have a bit of a look at Pterodactyl, how it works, and just how you can get one set up. And I thought, instead of just doing it in a video, I'll do it on stream, right here, right now, so that you guys can see it in action. So let's head across to my computer, and let's have a look here. So, on my computer here, let's go ahead and have a look. So, there are a couple places you can get this stuff from. Now, this is what Pterodactyl will look like in the end. So this is currently hosting my Galanticraft Minecraft server. We've got 10 gigabytes of RAM, 2 cores, and 10 gigabytes of disk space. So we've got heaps of space, we've got heaps of storage, got everything we need, and it's all controlled through this nice, like really nice looking self-hosted panel. But the question begs, how do you set one up yourself? Well, let's have a look. Let's jump in here and have a look at this. This is called North Client. Now, this is actually a free open source server management panel built with JS, Bootstrap, and HTML, and actually built for the Pterodactyl game panel, which I think is really, really cool. Looks like they have their own website here, which looks okay. That doesn't contrast too well, but, you know, it's not the best website, but it's you know, it's there. But it looks really nice. In fact, this is what the panel itself looks like. It looks really nice. Like, it looks really done up and nice. In fact, I'm pretty sure they've got a demo here. They do? Yeah, they do. Let's go ahead and just see if we can have a look. There you go. Welcome to North Client. Please sign into your account to start the adventure. So if we actually just go ahead and grab our demo email here. And this is what it looks like in the end. Obviously we can change this to like dark mode so it's got a bit more of a dark feel to it. But you can see here, this is what it looks like. And trust me, this looks great. I love this. You can go to servers, you can check where your servers are at. You can go create a new server. You got the store where you can buy resources. You got all that. You can even purchase coins itself through $1 equals 200 coins. And what can you get for 200 coins? Gets you 20 megabytes of RAM, although this can be edited later. So I thought we'd have a look at how we can self-host this, because I know a lot of people would like to self-host this. So there's a couple of dependencies you're going to need here. Firstly, you're going to need a place to host it. So for me, myself, I'll be using Oracle Cloud as it's easy to set up and it's, well, free. So pretty easy for us. Then what you're also going to need is you're also going to need a domain to run this all off. Now, I'm going to quickly go have a look at my Cloudflare account, and we can go and have a look at what we've got here. I'm just going to turn my screen off real quick just to log into my Cloudflare account. But I want to see if we can find a domain that links up with everything. And that way we can sort of base it off a domain. So let's use my domain. So I have my own personal domain, therealgorgon.com. And we could probably use actually no, we won't. Let's use the neonnodes.net domain. I'm not sure what this currently links to. What does this link to any website at the moment? Nope, okay. So yeah, we can probably use this. There are a lot of different DNS records on here that I could probably just get rid of because none of them point to anything. In fact, I'll just show you here. We can get rid of all this. We don't need any of this. So what we're going to have a look at here is the use of a domain on here as well as linking it up to like a cloud hosting provider. So let's go ahead and have a look on Oracle Cloud ourselves. And I'm going to show you how to get started. Now, obviously, it's not going to be the same for everything. Like if you're installing the VPSs on Contabo or Voltra or DigitalOcean or Linode or something like that, the installation procedure is going to be a little bit different to, the likes of Contabo or Voltra. It's all going to be different across the board. But seeing as we're using a free Oracle Cloud account, let's go ahead and get started through here. Firstly, we're going to go create instance. I'm not gonna do step by step everything because otherwise we're going to be here for about 6 days. But this is going to be what the client server is hosted on, and then we'll bring up a game server. Well, we'll host. We could probably host the client area on this and then the game panel and everything else on another server. But let's get started here. First, the name of this, we'll just call this client area. Then I'm going to edit the image. We're on 1 core and 1 gigabyte of RAM. Let's change the image for this one to be Ubuntu. And we'll make it 2004. Select the image. Now we're going to need to save our private key. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this. Now you can change this. I'm going to max out the volume performance just to make everything fast. But 50 gigabytes is probably the best. It's really the minimum. So, the minimum is 46.6 gigabytes. So you know what? Let's leave that so we get an extra like 3 gigabytes of space. But everything looks good there. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. You might get that message. You just got to sort of click create a couple times and it eventually sorts itself out. Now it's currently provisioning. Now I'm going to open up my SSH client and we're going to get this prepared. So in the label section, I'm just going to put client area. If you want to download this is a program called Termius. It's free. Just go download it. Very, very useful SSH client. So, from my experience, the username will 100% be Ubuntu. So we're going to go ahead and import a key, which is the key that we just downloaded. And there you go. You can see bits of my private key. All right. So we're all good there. Let's go ahead and get our address. Here it is. This is our IP address. Let's copy this and put it in here. And there we go. So now I've just got to wait for it to go. There we go. Running. So now we can connect to it. I had a feeling we might get this issue. Oracle Cloud does this very strange IP restricting thing, and it is very, very annoying, and I don't understand why they do it. Might have to connect via a VPN to get this to work. Hold on. Okay, so hang on, we're back, although I've sort of lost access to my camera. But we can attempt to reconnect. There we go. So now we've got this, so we can go add and continue. Yeah, my camera's actually like completely lost connection here. There we go, we've got grandma eyes here. I'll make it bigger so we can all see it, but... Okay, no, we've got the camera back now. We can switch back to camera. Oh. My Stream Deck's disconnected. Oh. Oh no, there we go. It's back. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's switch it back and bring the camera back. There we go. Look at that. You can see my sexy face. Alright, now let's get this back up and running. So, let's go ahead and have a look. The first thing you should always do is go look at the documentation of the specific thing that you are installing. So for this one, fast implementation, use PM2. Or use the Pterodactyl's panel. Install the egg discord.js and drop the files into the server. So apparently you can run this. Can you run this on the panel? There is no way you can run an entire client area on the panel. What? Start the index.js with PM2 start index.js. I would rather run it bare metal, but yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright, well, let's get another system running. The next one is going to be the Pterodactyl panel. Now, this is going to be sort of the instance that we work on first, as it's the easiest to set up and it gets us running. So, we're going to call this Pterodactyl panel. Or, actually, we'll just call it Pterodactyl. And then what we're going to do is bring this drop-down list up, go to Change Image, Ubuntu, and we're going to select Ubuntu 2004. Then in here, we're going to give it a bunch more resources. We're going to go Change Shape, we're going to change to the ARM-based processor. Select this here and bring this up to 24 gigabytes. So we've got four cores and 24 gigabytes of RAM. Go select shape. Easy. Now I'm going to give this 150 gigabytes of boot volume size. That should be right. And then we're going to max out the drive performance so we get maximum performance on that drive. Let's save our private key. There's another private key we've got. And everything is looking good there. We've got, there you go, 4 cores, 24 gigabytes of RAM, and 4 gigabits worth of network bandwidth. Let's go ahead and hit create. And it looks like, oh, they're out of capacity. Now, something that has been recently implemented, and now that I'm getting really bad stream quality, this is perfect timing. One of the things is Oracle have implemented something quite interesting into their service. So we're going to sort of have to work around this, but that's okay. That's okay. We can work with that. Alright, yeah, we can work with that. We can work with that. Let's go here. Let's make another one. Instead of being an Ampere-based instance, let's boot it up as just a standard E2.1 micro. We just use a micro instance, and we just won't be able to host anything on it. But we should be able to set it all up and make it work, so. And yeah, that'll be fine. Max out the drive performance, but it's not going to make too much of a difference. Let's create that one. Okay, so it's now being created. Let's go ahead and jump on here again. We're going to go to hosts, new host, label, Pterodactyl, if I can spell, Pterodactyl. The address I'll work on later. And then we'll set our key to be this one, save, and we're just waiting on an IP address. There we go, there's our IP, save, and we're good to go. And our stream quality keeps dropping and going back up. It's brilliant. Either way, let's get started on the development of this. So, yeah, I actually really do like the looks of this. It looks very, very good. And it looks very, very professional, you could say. Very professional. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's go ahead and jump on our Pterodactyl instance, provided it works. It may have not finished installing. Or it could just be like IP restricting my IP address, which is completely a possibility. That is 100% a possibility. No, okay. Right, let me check something real quick. Actually, let me just check something. YouTube. Just have a quick look here.